Hello, hello, hello. What's going on, everybody? So, for any one of you that paid attention to last night's episode, we have a recent change in developments. Actually, between all this stuff going on that just came up out of nowhere, all the local YouTubers are having it out with each other, people. I had a very interesting, hey, what's up, Chicago Dave? I had a very interesting person come out and reach out today, and I think they wanted to air their grievances about anything lately been said or shown. We're going to get a chance to look at everything, but first, let me bring up my guest. Let me bring up Mr. Randy. Randy, can you come up?
Hello? Hello? Is my... Hey, Beatrice? This damn fucking laptop ain't working. Could you give me a fucking hand here? This thing, it's all malfunctioning. They can't even hear me right now. Wait, can you hear me?
Loud and clear, Randy.
Oh, shit. Fucking shit. Never mind. Get the fuck out of here. Get that fucking dog out of here, too. You fucking bitch. All right. Sorry, you guys. I don't mean to bring y'all into my family issues and stuff.
It's okay.
What's going on, man? What's your KR33? What's up, man?
Hello, Mr. Randy. I'm guessing this is your first time on the show to watch. You had spoke with me in private about some things that you had seen. You say you follow LukeGtv.
Yes.
And you said you wasn't feeling too good about some of the things being said about him.
Well, what should I call you? Can I call you? I'll call you Cree because those threes kind of look like E's.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll just call you Cree. So first off, man, I'll just give you a little backdrop on who I am.
Okay.
Big Ran. That's what a lot of my friends call me. Originally from Tuscaloosa, been an addict for many years, my friend. Finally, I met a woman. She got me into rehab up in the great state of Minnesota, and I put them vices down, man. And so after treatment, I go to this methadone clinic, right? And I run into this younger kid named Luke.
Oh, you know Luke?
Yeah, yes I do.
Oh, wow.
I'd bum a cigarette from him every once in a while, or vice versa, and we get to talking, because we usually dosed at the same time every day at the clinic.
Wow.
Yeah, man. So long story short, man, he tells me about this YouTube channel he's got. He's trying to build that thing up or whatever. So I go ahead, I subscribe, come to find out, we're both Ryan Leone fans. And
wow. Not again, guys. Ryan Leone strikes again.
Yeah, man. And, so I follow his channel. I was aware of the situation at his methadone clinic with the third party. And, I try not to get into that too much because it's a lot of he said, she said. So I try not to pick sides. But, I've always had an affinity for Luke. I've always thought he was a pretty cool dude. So, I kind of tended to keep his word for it.
Well, yeah, that was one of my questions I was going to ask. I mean, there's been so much things said about Luke. I mean, how do you feel about the guy personally?
Well, like I said, man, I feel like he's a sharp, young, intelligent, good-looking white boy. Mm-hmm. And I think a lot of people get intimidated by him, and
yeah,
I think that's why a lot of heat goes on him, man. I really do, because I really see this kid going far, man. I really do, man. And I don't even know where to begin, man. So I've heard some of these things that have been said and whatnot, but you were telling me there was some video that just came out today.
Yeah, I was saving the best for last, and I hate to hurt your feelings, but I feel like you really needed to see this. Would you mind watching a video with me or us all about something that was just recently said about Luke? And we get your take on it, I guess?
Yeah, fuck it, man.
Okay, okay.
Let's rip it in, boy.
Let's
do
cue
it,
this
man.
music, and we're gonna move along to the thing that I wanted to show you, Randy. Now, I know you have a somewhat personal, close relationship with Luke G as far as the methadone clinic. And you've had a chance to meet him personally. Now it's about time to see some of the things these people on the internet are saying about him. Are you ready? This, my friend, is Mike Russakoff. All right, here we go.
Fam, what up, LukeGtv? We got this
That's not nice.
buster out here, LukeGtv. Still got my name in his mouth. And I'm going to tell you why. Because he's just a sad, pathetic idiot. He's mad. He got mad. He's mad at Ryan because Ryan got over on him.
He's a big fat idiot.
And I got a question for you. How do you get mad at somebody who's in active addiction? You give him money, you do all this stuff, and you expect him to come through while he's in active addiction.
Okay. Pause it real quick. Pause it real quick. Okay, so the first thing I got a problem with is this guy's claiming that Leone, he's an active addiction. How do you expect him to pay you back? Well,
yeah, really.
My recollection, because Luke has told me this story many times, Ryan was supposedly on Suboxone and had been sober for 16 months. Well, maybe not 16 months, but I know he claimed he was sober for an extended period of time, claimed he was on Suboxone. So no, that was not public knowledge that Ryan Leone was getting high at that time. So that's I'm calling bullshit on that, man.
Okay.
It's your way, you throw a temper tantrum, and you go talking crap about the guy. Then take me in, for instance. I met Seth. We become very close. We're friends. He's invited me in on a few really good projects. And so Puke TV's obviously butthurt over this. Still got my name in his mouth. Dumbass. Let me ask you a question, Luke, or anyone out there. Who thinks it was a bad idea or a dumb idea to become friends with Ryan and Seth? First of all, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to...
I don't know, Mr. Randy. What do you think about that statement he made?
He said... So, first of all, this Mike Russakoff guy, man, his choice of words are very confusing and interesting at the same time, because he says, why would you think it's a bad idea to be friends with Ryan Leone and Seth Ferrante? Well, I'm going to just tell you like this. I don't think Luke ever deduced it was a bad idea to be friends with Seth or Ryan Leone. But, however, I do think Luke may have thought that this, here, let me just put it like this. So, where he was coming from, in my perspective, is, this guy messed with Ryan Leone a couple times on Facebook. Seth Ferrante had a public meet and greet in Atlanta, and Mike went to go meet him there, from what I heard. And now the guy thinks they're best friends. I think Luke just kind of finds it a little funny. I don't think he was really trying to poke fun at Mike Russakoff. The whole video he made was about that I don't even know how to pronounce that motherfucker's name, but it was about that Marcel dude. And it really wasn't even about Michael Russakoff.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, do you think Luke is being unfairly attacked based on any kind of quick clout grab or instantaneous effects of anything from that point on? Like, this is just a game somewhere?
I never pretend to be the smartest man in the room, Cree, but I can't call it like an alcoholic, man, but what I do know is I see a lot of projection, not even from Michael Russakoff necessarily. Now, Michael Russakoff, the thing I feel with him is he's more so confused about what's going on and the intentions of what's said, and he's just going off pure emotion.
Yeah.
And just due to the comments I've seen with Birdman and LukeGtv, I see Birdman putting down Luke G quite a bit, because he's coming off methadone, making the switch to Suboxone. He hasn't been working. I mean, he's got some jobs over the summer, from what he told me. He does paver patios, retaining walls, construction type stuff.
Yeah.
But I think what the thing with Birdman is he and Mike Ruskoff, because they're coming at him for his finances or lack thereof. And aren't these two dudes dope fiends? Aren't these guys two self-proclaimed homeless drug addicts in the past? Yet they're judging the next man. So I think
you're very right. Wow.
I think that's fucked up. I think both. In fact, I saw a comment a few months back from this Birdman fella, and he said when he was 32, he was homeless in county jail. So the hypocrisy seems to be a bit big on this one, and I think it's a little quite unfair. Maybe they're poking fun, but in a sense, it seems like Birdman may have been picked on quite a bit in high school, maybe called some names. Who knows the scenario? But the fact of the matter is, it seems like some kind of projection. But I don't know. Let's check out more of this video, though, man. I want to see the rest of this shit.
Figure out. You make friends with people. You don't talk shit on people that are cool and can do stuff for your career. You make friends with them. Idiot. And when are you going to get a job, your bum ass, getting beat up at the methadone clinic? I mean, how stupid can you be? Really? Who gets beat up and bitch slapped at the methadone clinic in front of his girlfriend? I've been going there for 5 years, and I've still never seen no dumb shit like that. Leave it up to LukeGtv. Thank you, Danny Birdman, for coming and making it right and putting the facts out there. That LukeGtv is just an idiot.
All right, man. Pause that shit.
Oh shit.
Pause that shit, man. First of all, man, I was there that Saturday when fucking Scott slapped Luke, and I'm gonna tell you how it went down. Real, no cut, no filter. All right. So Luke was standing in the methadone line. I was like 3 people behind him, and Scott passed by when Luke was ready to dose, and they kind of looked at each other, didn't say anything. And then Luke goes out into the parking lot. Well, you got to know the previous history between these two. And basically, Scott was threatening Luke, I'm going to jump you and take all your methadone bottles next time I see you, because Luke owed him $20. So what happened was Luke went out of the clinic. He went up to Scott and said, why don't you take my methadone bottles then? And some other choice words, and then he proceeded to have a methadone bottle in each hand, and he slapped Scott. So then Luke walks away towards the car. Now, mind you, Scott's got 2 of his friends right there at the methadone clinic with him that are mean mugging the shit out of Luke. And I'm kind of standing over there like, shit, should I intervene or what? But, I just kind of stood there, kind of watched, eat my popcorn, if you will. And Scott goes over and slaps Luke. Now, at that point, I saw his girlfriend banging on the car window. And, staff could have been present. And Luke just decided, you know what? I'm going to fight my battle another day. And he got out of there, and he's got a lot of critique from that, man. But, it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, things happen. It's not like you can just walk out that door and prepare for the best day ever, I feel like. Was there still some more of this you wanted to check out?
Yeah, sure. Why not, man? Fuck it.
Up your bum ass and get you a job. When you have a job and a car and a life, then and only then do you have the criteria to put someone else down. You don't go putting people down that are in a better position than you. You're just an idiot, just a jackass, just a freaking moron. Who taught you common sense? Because you don't have any. Good luck on your channel. Maybe one of these days you'll grow up. I've been working since I was 14, 15.
Yeah, but weren't you homeless
Been a
for
dad
like
since I
5
was
years, though?
27.
Yeah, you've been working. But
Yeah,
see,
he was homeless, wasn't he? Yeah.
here's the issue I have with this is I've been working since I was 15 and this and that, but the man was a self-proclaimed bum for 5 fucking years. I saw it on his channel, man, and now he's over here kicking the other man down when Luke never even really insulted the dude. All he did, he kind of just made a quick joke, kind of, comparing Mike Ruskoff to this Marcel guy, because they both were big Ryan Leone fans, and he kind of just made a quick joke. It wasn't mean-spirited, but then this little thing gets taken way out of context, and then you got all these guys just kicking a man while he's down, just trying to get off methadone into recovery, and from what I know, Luke, he's been working since he was 18 in the construction field. He knows a trade. It's not like the man doesn't want to work, but these guys, I feel like they kind of forget where they came from, because Birdman and Michael Ruskoff have both been homeless. They've both been out of jobs. They've both been in probably worse situations. And the thing is, Luke isn't even homeless. He's got a nice 2-bedroom, 2-bath. He's got a nice little chick. He's got a vehicle, doesn't have a license. He's got to get his license back. But, so the guy, it's just, this YouTube beef shit, man, it's beyond me, man. Because I'm from Tuscaloosa, man, and we just don't play that kind of shit down there, man. We really don't.
Yeah. I understand. There's got to be a little bit of pride behind it. I mean, everybody's starting from scratch, and they're putting their best foot forward with these ideas to build channels.
And these guys, like this Birdman guy, he claims, I got 5-6 years sober, and you think instead of just kicking a man while he's down and insulting him and just saying, oh, yeah, you're a bum, you don't have a job, you live at your girlfriend's parents' house, or all these lies. I mean, if this guy's doing so good in life, why is he so consumed with this LukeGtv's life? If he's such a bum and he's just got nothing. But this Birdman guy, he's got such a great life. He's doing so well. But here he is on YouTube talking about some other dude who he thinks is a bum. I mean, like, the amount of time Birdman invests into figuring out things about this guy's life is just ridiculous. It's kind of embarrassing, honestly. The fucking middle-aged man, doesn't he got a wife? I wonder what his wife thinks. Like, his wife probably thinks he's cheating on him with another dude. You saw the thumbnail. I mean, shit. I mean, hey, I can't call it like an alcoholic. And hey, but for clarification, I didn't mean to bring that into it, the wife into it, but I kind of made a little joke, but you get what I'm saying, right?
Kind of like, just don't take it too serious and go too far, I guess, right? Because it's just like YouTube gossip, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Damn, hey, Birdman looks like he's getting pretty angry in the comments, man. I think that dude's gonna. He's
Birdman's wanting to come up, but I need to get a hold of Luke. I need to text him and see. Randy, would you mind if I talk back with you some other time and try to get Luke up here, because Birdman wants to come? And I don't know. We got this big show lined up, Mr. Randy. I don't know if you're going to watch it later. It's going to be here in a few hours.
Pretty damn angry, man. So, yeah, get a hold of Luke. Get him on the show. I'll come, we'll talk or whatever. But, yeah, let's do it.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, Mr. Randy, for stopping by. I appreciate the comments, the talk we had this morning, and you coming up tonight. So I'll get back with you later. Let me try to see if I can get a hold of Luke, okay?
Okay, sounds good, brother.
All right, you take care. Well, that was a nice little treat. We had a guest come by. I guess this is someone that's been watching the drugstore community stuff. They have been following and seeing people say things. Let me see. Hey, Birdman, let me see if I can get you up here, man. I need to get a hold of damn Luke. This is too much, guys. Uh-oh. We got Mars in the chat. What's up, Mars? Mars, you missing it, bro. You were missing the damn thing, bro. You need to come up and get in on this. All right, Birdman, I dropped the link. I just sent a text to Luke. I'm going to see if Luke can come up. Mars, if you want to come up, put your 2 cents in on it. You're welcome. We're just getting to the bottom of what Mr. Randy had told me today. Okay, here's Birdman. What's up, B, man?
What's up, man? I was trying to kick out my day off, watch your channel. I'm a big fan, Korean.
Thank you.
And we got this imposter. The best thing I could call. Who was that last character you had on there? What was the name? Was that LukeGtv or something? Who was that last guy that was on?
This last fella?
Was that LukeGtv for vagina?
That was some guy from. He sounded like he was from the South. Mike. We're all from the Southern Hemisphere, so. Oh shit! Hey, Birdman. I hope you brought a snack, bro. Luke G's backstage. You mind if I bring him up?
Yeah. He was just up. Bring him back up.
Hey, what's up, Luke? How you doing today, man?
Hey, man, not much. Just waking up.
Man, you bundled up over there, ain't you? Eating a banana? Look at that. That's some P. Diddy shit.
Like an alcoholic, man.
Yeah. Hey, I've heard that before somewhere.
Eat a banana.
Wait, what'd you say, Birdman?
Said there's no manly way to eat a banana.
No, there isn't, man. Hey, man, I'm gonna keep it 100 right just from the get-go. So I wake up this morning,
$2 sunglasses when you're addressing me, please.
These are Ray-Bans, bro.
Yeah, okay.
Ooh.
Got ripped off, buddy. Take them off and look me in my fucking bird eyes.
Huh? And that doesn't embarrass you, clown?
Hey, look. We wanted to do a big mega stream later with you, Birdman, Mars, Mike. Do you think we'd be able to do this?
Watching. What's up? Hold on. Mars World is watching. He just commented that he loves the Birdman. I don't know. Can he come up? Where's fucking Mars World at? He out there. He just commented.
Yeah. And see, I wanted Mars to actually meet up with Luke because they're kind of close.
Couple bucks, dude. I'll cash up a couple bucks. Come on up, yo. Word.
Yeah. You hear that, Mars? Mars, he'll cash app you.
A little bit.
Man, y'all are just enabling this kid, man.
I'm just an upset middle-aged man. And why you gotta bring up my fucking wife again, Luke G? I fucking warned you about that shit. Hey,
man. Hey. Listen, bro. Hey, I'm fucking coming off methadone, bro.
Oh, fuck you, Mars. You're full of shit. Sorry.
And you know what? I really don't care about the fucking insults and shit. It usually doesn't bug me, but I woke up depressed as fuck this morning, and I see all these comments, and I'm just like, man, like, what the fuck? What the fuck, dude? Like, have you and Mike Rusikoff are both self-admitted fucking homeless fucking drug addicts too. So it's like, how can you hate on me for trying to get off drugs and like hating on my transition? Like, I never even initiated any shit talking with you. You just out the gate, and I'll just ignore it, and you just keep on going. It's like you feed off this negativity, bro. Like, did someone bully you? Did you get abused as a kid, or what's going on, bro? Like, something's going on. I'm dead ass serious, bro. Like, you got some shit you need to work out, like therapy wise. Because if you're 6 years sober and you're kicking someone down who's been trying to get clean, like, that's fucking bogus as hell, bro. That's bogus as hell.
Are you done? Can I say something yet?
Go ahead.
for one, you did instigate it to begin with because you went in the comments ripping on my channel out of nowhere one day about a week or 2 weeks after, be like, yo, let me get on your channel. And then I had you on, and then you talk shit about the channel that you want to be on, which would be mine after the fact. Came on talking shit in the comments after. And at that point, then I kind of got mad at you, started trolling you and making videos. But my problem that I have with you is just not that you're trying to get clean and sober. I get it. My problem with you is the fraud that you really are.
Okay, elaborate on that then.
You're a fraud because you came out and your claim to fame before your boy Leone passed away was to make YouTube videos, hating, talking mad shit about him. And the day that he died, your new claim to fame was, I'm the Ryan Leone video editor, man. And fucking 95% of your fucking watch are like Leone fanboy comments, when the truth behind your love for Leone was that he robbed you. He robbed Mars World. You guys got mad and made butthurt videos about it because you got robbed. And I get it. I mean, if I was dumb enough to give him money and get robbed, then I would be butthurt too. But both of you morons got robbed by him, which to me is pretty fucking hilarious and funny. Because clowns like you are the type of clowns to rob.
Hey, what's up, Mars? What's up, Mars?
Hold on. No
one was getting picked out of high school. I was robbing clowns like you is what I was doing through high school and after high school. Was robbing wannabe drug dealer clowns like LukeGtv, and you got bitch slapped outside the methadone clinic, and you're still trying to cop please for that. Yo, who that is that? Who's that? Scammer.
Man, that's Big Mars up in the house.
Hey,
I'm sober.
Okay, so I'm gonna just respectfully rebuttal here. So the timeline you gave, so I could see from outside looking in where you would see that, oh, I made a video trolling Ryan Leone and then he dies. Well, that I made that video like 3 months before he died. I had been following Ryan Leone for 2 years. Started on his YouTube. I was a Patreon member, and then I got robbed for my money. So I was a little bit angry. But that doesn't take away the fact that I didn't admire Ryan, and I was still a huge fan of him. Just because someone does something bad doesn't mean that I can't still have appreciation for that person and what am I going to do? Make a video and fucking say how big of a piece of shit he is now that
Yeah,
that's the right thing to do? Come on.
no.
Bro.
You have to be a scumbag to do that.
Yeah, you're right.
and also, bro, like you going on to brag about how I'd rob a motherfucker like you back. It's like, bro, grow the fuck up, dude. Grow up.
Shit. Ryan Leone's spirits entered the chat, guys. Awesome.
But anyways,
What's up with you, bro? Mars World, why are you coming at Luke G? You started all this shit this time. This is on you, Mars World. I was minding
Nah,
my own
hell no. Luke G's
Nah,
good shit,
man.
man.
I'm team.
I never talk back.
Mars World's on my team, bro.
He's
Yeah.
team Luke. Are you gonna buy him some matching sunglasses? You should.
Yeah, okay.
I'm serious.
Yeah. So Mars, when are we gonna get that exclusive LukeGtv interview with him?
No, I'm going on his channel because
Yeah. Oh shit, he dropped.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
he might come back. Yeah.
No cash app money for that. I'm telling you right now, Mars World, you better figure out your tech issue or there'll be no cash app set.
All right, he's back. Oh shit, my bad.
Fuck, man, quit doing this to us, bro.
All right. Birdman Ryan Leone's spirit says you owe him $20 and 4 candles. Man, that's.
Yo, they reached out to me to make candles for his. I was good. I respectfully turned it down, but he reached out to me about doing candles for his services. One of the people that was running the service.
Hey, I want to ask Mars a question real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Random question, kind of. So, what's your opinion about Karina's reaction after Ryan passed away? How she was very upset with Frank Leone and his wife's response that she basically said, like, well, she made a Facebook post saying, well, looks like I'm not going to be getting the support I thought I was going to get. Fuck. And my reaction to that was, it seemed a little cold, and it seemed like, hey, maybe let his parents grieve. Think about all the hell and turmoil they went through raising Ryan. He finally makes it in life somewhat, and then just dies. How hard would that be on the parents? And don't you think Karina should have maybe tried to like create a bond or relationship with them before just, I need money. That's what it sounded like to me.
Yeah, I mean,
but anyways, we don't have to stay on that. I was just curious if you knew anything about that.
Okay, yeah. That was a really good point you brought up. Yeah, I heard, like, through the grapevine, there was some kind of messaging about, like, she was looking for that will. Who was in that last will, you know what I mean? Like, was she in it, or... I mean, what do you guys think? Mars, what do you think?
She was looking to be in the will?
I mean, she was cheating on
think
him.
about it. He passes away, and then there should be all this money coming in, right? Maybe, or could be. She's got kids by him, for God's sake.
I'm sure once Leone got on methadone, he probably, like, because he said when he was on methadone before that it made him impotent. So you know, he got really fat and big, just like he told in his previous stories. You know, when he was selling black tar back in the day, he got on methadone. And he became really fat, and he didn't have sex with his ex-girlfriend, Jenny. He never had sex with her because he was on methadone. Maybe it was a similar situation where, you know, there's a lot of fucked up shit in that story, though, bro. Like,
we need Bruce in the chat.
What's up?
Fuck, man.
You think Ruskoff is watching right now?
My God, I don't know, man. He could be at work. He could be listening. I mean...
If he could come, it would be like the Royal Rumble of all live streams.
Yeah. Now, guys, I did a stream last night, and I was wanting to bring all of us up, you know, to check this all out. Mike's the only missing key right now.
Fucking, come on, Mike.
Can you somehow message him or something on TikTok?
I messaged him, told him to come on, but he ain't read it or not.
What's some of that crazy look, Luke?
Mike Russakoff.
There you go.
What the fuck?
The beast.
I'm just kidding. Nah, man, I fucks with Mike Russakoff, even though he don't like me right now. I've never had too big of a problem with Mike Russakoff, man. I think he damn, see that southern accent, man? It just goes in and it goes out, just like a fucking penis. But you know, God, that sounded gay. But
he said no homo.
I think Mike Russakoff, man, he doesn't understand my sense of humor, and he takes things the wrong way a lot of times. And I just want, if you're listening, buddy, Lukey's here. He loves you. You don't want no harm, no foul. All right.
How you feeling today, Mars? They're calling you Mars God in the chat, bro. Yeah, look at that. You only get that physique from slinging asphalt. Yep. That's them guns.
Yeah, my bad. Now I'm having tech issues. Mark, why is Mark? Yeah.
Damn, homeboy got some ink.
Oh, he's got some ink.
Hell yeah.
My shit's not working.
Nah, man, but you know what, though? You know what I just thought of? Even though Mike's... You know what? I might save this little spiel until Mike Russakoff's on here, too. But I was going to say something along the lines of... Well, actually, we should talk about this in private, actually. Never mind.
All right, my bad.
I don't want to talk about my YouTube strategies on live, you know.
Oh, man. Tell us your secret, Luke G. Tell us your YouTube secret.
Shit, I ain't got no secret, man. I'm saying, hey, you know what, man? We may not like each other. Shit, we may even hate each other, but
I mean, I
We
like
gotta,
hatred.
we
I
gotta
don't
work. We
hate
gotta
you.
work together, man. We gotta work
It's a strong
together.
word. Hate's a strong word.
Hey, we gotta work together to boost our channels. If we all came together
Strongly
and back
dislike.
each other, man, we could go to the moon, baby.
Listen, I fucked up. I got kicked off and came back on to tell you this. Luke G and Mars World, both of you, Luke G and Mars World. My wife, right? Fucking, she hates it when I do anything attack related on my channel towards you, towards Mars World, or back in the day towards Leone. My wife has always hated my attack videos and always tells me not to do them, and that's not what my channel is supposed to be about, and that doesn't help anybody, etc., etc. But I'm like, you know, it breeds lots of cheap views and clicks. So I'm an addict, you know. I don't do drugs. I get addicted to a couple cheap clicks on some attack videos.
Once you get that 1K view notification, your heart starts ringing a little bit. Once you get 1,000 views or more on a
My
video,
wife, for the record, hates my attack videos and says not to do them, and that's not what my channel is supposed to be out. For the record,
bro, my girlfriend was legit scared when I first got into beef with Mike Ruskoff.
Oh, mine too. Oh, my girl, she was scared too. Yeah, does he know where we live? I'm like, no, I don't think he knows where we live. I was like, she was scared the when we were beefing. This was like probably a year ago now when we were YouTube beefing. But, you know, me and Mike, we're cool now. Shout out, you know. And I found out that he's a good dude. He rescues cats, and I have a couple of rescue cats. So we have that common bond of being recovered drug addicts that rescue animals, you know.
That's right.
That's my bond with Rusakov. And it started, he was a big fan of Leone, you know. And Leone sent him a care package in the mail. I'll give him that.
Did he? Oh, he did?
Yeah, that's verified. That's the real shit, yeah. Because he did, Seth Ferranti will send him a package, you know. But before he passed away, he sent them one. He was all pumped when he got it in the mail. That's all legit.
Oh, I'm sure he was.
Yeah, he made a video of it and stuff. It was pretty cool.
That's legit. But I just want to hop back on and say that my wife does not co-sign any of my attack videos or comments, for the record. She tells me, she talks shit to me for doing it.
Yeah.
And I support dudes that are on the road in their drug roads, you know. Mars World. I never wanted bad for Mars World. You know, he's listening right now. I was supporting him going to rehab one time, then he had never ended up going, you know, so I supported trying to get him on the right track, but I kind of have to give up with Mars World. I think he's got some mental health things going on other than drug addiction. But I'm not trying to kick you because you're a methadone or you're down, Luke G, you know. I'm support anybody in the struggle. It's just some YouTube shit for some cheap clicks, but you know, if it came down to it, you hit me up on Instagram and I was cool with you. I'm like, yeah, man, you know, it's not like we're at war.
Oh yeah,
YouTube beef for some cheap clicks.
I got a pony in this race, man. You know, I'm not, because it's like, you know, once the attacks start going back and forth, it's like wildfire. It starts growing, and by the time you know it, you're up close and personal, man. So
what's Mars World doing? Mars World, what do you think about this? What are you doing, buddy?
Yeah, we got a surprise for you, Mars. Look who's in the chat.
Who's in there?
Look at the screen.
Oh,
Gunner, YouTube gave you your channel back, man?
Yeah, he's a mob tuber.
No, Gunner's channel got deleted.
Well, I guess he made a new one because there's his photo right there.
He was
Brian
talking
said
about
like a dysfunctional family.
He was talking about COVID conspiracy theories, and his channel got banned.
Oh yeah, you can't be doing that shit. We should don't even start talking about it. They'll fucking strike you. I made a video one time about, I'm not even gonna mention it, and they took it down right away. It's the only strike I ever got on my channel.
Yeah, man, you don't ever want to talk about it. Oh, I shouldn't have even said the C word actually, but
so I fucking, that's the only strike I got on my channel. All the shit I've talked on my channel and all the YouTube wars I've been in, I got one strike. It's because I went like political, you know, downhill.
I've gotten I got my first strike. I posted a video of me doing a speedball, and I got a strike.
Yeah, that'll get you,
man. Yeah, he confirms it. He's back. He said, "I'm back, boys."
Hey, Mars, man, why don't you come down to Minnesota, man? North Dakota's lame as fuck, dude. There ain't nothing out there.
I'm coming down there for the collab.
I'm gonna subscribe, motherfuckers. I'm out.
All right, Birdman. Yeah. So, yeah, guys, I had planned on something much bigger and larger later on. It's surprising to see you all here now in one spot, but that's cool nonetheless. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's good to see all you nice, beautiful faces here. Good to see Gunner pop up. That was nice.
See, but
So,
I feel like this always happens though with me and Birdman. Like there'll be a bunch of words exchanged, and I got a part in it too, and then he'll apologize, and then like a couple weeks will pass, and then he'll just give me another deep cut. And you know, LukeGtv, he's a sensitive guy, man. You know, he cries a lot. You know, so that kind of shit really it really
well, Luke, this just means you got to stand firm.
I can't deal with it.
You have to fight fire with fire. Be
Yeah, drink a
prepared.
40.
Yeah, drink a 40 too.
Yeah, I need some liquor. Nah, man, fucking the Suboxone, dude. You know, Suboxone's got naltrexone in it, so it makes you heard of the drug Vivitrol? It basically blocks opiates and it makes drinking alcohol unpleasurable. Well, Suboxone has naltrexone in it. So I've noticed when I'm on Suboxone, like drinking makes me fucking feel like shit when I'm on Suboxone. Like it makes it so I can't even drink. It's weird. Like
Yeah, it's the opioid blocker, right?
no, it's because of the naltrexone that's in the Suboxone that it fucks with your ability. Like basically you get drunk, but you get none of the pleasurable effects from the alcohol. That's kind of what the point of it is. That's the point of naltrexone or Vivitrol. But naltrexone is in Suboxone. That's naloxone is the same thing as naltrexone. So
Yeah. See, you and Marsh, you guys know your chemicals like a champ. That's pretty impressive. You know.
oh yeah.
I don't know. Hey, Luke, have you ever kicked benzos before?
Like physically been addicted to benzos. Yeah, not too seriously. Like I got like the brain zaps and shit like that, and the fucking a little bit, not too much. I've experimented a lot with RC benzos like clonazepam, flubro, atizolam, all that fluelprazolam. I used to get fluelprazolam bars. That's how I went to prison. Actually, I got caught with a bunch of fluelprazolam bars
Shit.
off the dark web. But you used to be able to buy like all these research chemical benzos just on regular ClearNet websites. Like they literally used to. I think they still exist to some extent, but they're hard to find. But literally, it just looks like a scientific website that sells research chemicals for research, and you just place your order, and boom, that's how I first got atizolam and clonazepam. But then those seem to kind of disappear. Like you literally could just Google it, like atizolam, and find a website within the first 5 websites, and click on it and place an order. I don't think it's that open. I think you have to like be privy to the website link nowadays. I've seen some things on Reddit. Mars probably knows.
Scammed.
Yeah, Marsh, I was going to ask, does any of this sound familiar to you? The stuff he's talking about?
Yeah, there's a lot of scammers in them too. I mean, you'll get scammed a few times.
Luke,
gotta
you
go
ever
on
bumped into
Reddit.
bad batches or anything out there?
Mars, my best advice to you, if you don't already know this, would be to like if you're still gonna use, you're still gonna use. So whatever, I'm just gonna give you some advice. Go to Reddit. You know what that is?
Yeah. Nah, I mean, I don't take them anymore.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Go to Reddit, and you can find like there'll be threads on who has the best RC chemicals, and there'll be a thread and like yep confirmed, and it's like eBay basically of drugs. There's all these reviews of different vendors and da. I'm sure you know all that, but
I mean, would you not be nervous if somebody sold you like a vial of like some kind of flavored water and called it something? And then you take it, and I mean, there's really no guarantee to test it, right? First, or?
They usually just take your money and don't send you anything.
yeah. But the thing is, like, you can kind of bypass that. Like I said, there's a forum called Reddit on the dark web where you can research it and be like, people that are looking for benzos, let's say, they'll just have a thread on it. And there will be a bunch of people confirming that, yeah, this dude's legit. And then there'll be like 80 comments saying he's legit. And if you see a thread with 80 comments saying this guy's legit, 9 times out of 10, this dude's legit. I've got scammed a couple times, but because I'm always very careful on who I would send the money to. So I mean, there's if you're careful about it, there's you can definitely do it. But like if you're in the dark web game, like you're gonna get scammed at some point. It's inevitable.
Yeah.
It's not like back in the days of Silk Road where it was like I heard stories because I started on Dream Market back in 2017. But I heard back in the day of Silk Road, like it was like amazing. Like you could get like anything, best quality, best prices. Now it's like everything's like really overpriced on there and shit. And like sometimes you get scammed. You get exit. Sometimes the vendor's legit for a while and then he doesn't want to do it anymore. So he just acts like selling drugs and then he exit scams with everyone's money and just leaves. And since it's the dark web, there's no paper trail or whatever, so there's no accountability. But
Well, I mean, how about this? What happened to the old traditional just doing the pills, like the Xanax bars, the footballs? What would push someone to say, hey, I want to go the distance and take research chemicals? Hey, what's up, Gray?
Because the reason for that is because the scrutiny on doctors prescribing narcotics is very real right now. Believe me, I'm on Klonopin, and my doctor tries to get me off it every month when I have my monthly meetup. Xanax bars are not floating around like they were 10 years ago. Believe me, they're not. And so these research, and if you want to get a Xanax on the street, some people are charging $10-$20 a bar. When you can get these research chemicals.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, sorry.
Wait, is that Mars? Is that really him?
Yeah, in the flesh.
Okay. Hey, Mars, I heard you got beat up at the Kratom shop. I was wondering if you needed a big, strong lesbian to help guide you through how to defend yourself from men.
I got slapped.
Damn.
By who?
I like those pants, Mars.
I was like being cocky and like showing this dude this kratom and like flashing in front of him, and he got mad and just slapped.
Oh, it was just like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like those champion pants, though. Where'd you get those at? I need to get some.
Walking,
Marshalls.
and I'm like, yeah, all right. And then he gets down on his knees while I'm sitting on the couch. And he tries to take my pants off.
Yeah, we gotta get them pants off you, Mars. I'm just saying. I need those pants. I need some new clothes myself.
Yo, MGray, are you for real lesbian or what?
Yeah, absolutely. And I only date only date Jewish women and hate Germans, so.
Wow.
Hey, I fuck with that the long way, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink.
She lives in the basement too.
Oh, do I? Okay, I guess my 2-bedroom house has a basement, right?
Hey, that's what I was saying earlier. I was being called homeless, unemployed. I'm living in a nice 2-bedroom, 2-bath. The fuck?
Yeah, man, we gotta get these damn donos up to Mars. He's got a long trip this Friday, don't you, Mars? You still heading out there?
Yeah.
All right.
How's Tyrone? I heard you were being cuckolded by your girlfriend by a big black man named Tyrone.
It depends if you think he exists.
What about the boots at the door? I hope I didn't lag his phone out. I sent you a dono, Mars, because that deadline for Friday is coming up. We got to get started. Today's what, Wednesday? Yeah, okay. Pod said he was going to send you something, but you got to buy Virginia Slims. Those are some little cigarettes.
Dude, for real, I made like $400 this week.
Oh, nice. Shit, I need $400.
Like I just got $35 from this for some reason.
Damn. Bullet.
Yeah.
Just remember that if you want to support Mars's ex-girlfriend, the Cash App is $PCK89.
Oh gosh. the situations out here can get real, guys. It's a hard life out there, huh? Oh, Sean.
Real in the field. Real deal Holyfield.
So yeah, I want to do this epic stream later on. I think Mike's coming. He's on his way. Stalker Mike.
Hey, Mars, how many prostitutes have you purchased, and what race were they?
Pretty much none.
Pretty much none.
Wow.
Whammer hammer. Yeah, I was watching your video yesterday, Mars. It was pretty good. I think you said you were talking about there was always like little factoids and stuff about the travelers with I mean, you were pretty in depth and detailed about the biology and physiology of these types of people and how they're different. I still need to go back and research some of that. I think out of the whole bunch, you'd be the brightest. What do you think? I mean, you're the most best looking one of them, huh?
Oh yeah.
Get your physique back in shape.
Oh.
Dude, you guys want to hear the first time I got a prostitute? Or actually the only time.
That's cool, yeah.
So we're going back to a time in 2015. I was 25 years old. I was in South Florida. I just got out of prison and I went to rehab. And I was in a sober house. And my sober house manager, we got to be good friends or whatever. And he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna have a girl over tonight." I was like, "Oh, cool." And he's like, "Would you want to have a girl come over too?" And I was like, "Hell yeah." And he's like, "Well, I'm gonna just let you know, I get prostitutes from time to time, and it's not that big of a deal, or whatever." Blah blah blah. He tried to like sell me on it. And
What, he tried to call them escorts instead?
Yeah. And then he showed me some pictures of these girls, and I was like, "Damn." He said they were actually pretty decent, but it was like $300. But yeah. So I did that.
No big deal.
Damn.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, do they have any limitations, or is
Bro,
it based
like,
on how much you
hold
give
up.
them?
What do you mean? It was.
I mean,
no,
if you
it's
pay that
100
$300, what all are you getting for that $300?
It was it was $150 an hour. And by the way, when I say sober house, it was a flop house. It was like a sober house that your insurance paid for. So like I had good insurance at the time. So my private insurance paid for the sober house. The sober house was making so much money off our insurance that they would pay us $300 a week to stay there. Like this was a big
Oh,
scam.
jeez.
Oh, wait, where was that? I'm so curious about those.
West Palm Beach. It was
Okay,
in West
so
Palm
I have a
Beach.
question. I know that there's a lot of like rape that goes on with women and sexual exploitation. How likely is that to happen? And like, how do you vet these places, or can you vet these places? And do they exist like everywhere?
Flop
Well,
houses.
that probably would never happen to
I
you.
guess like I don't know, because like I looked up on some reviews of some of them, just in various areas, and you see women on there talking about that, and it's like I am gonna believe all of them. I don't care if they have addiction problems. You know what I mean?
Oh no, that shit. I don't know about nowadays. Like the feds clamped down pretty hard on it. But like when I was down there was a dude named Kenny Chapman. They made a documentary on Vice about him. But I knew people that went to his treatment facilities, and he basically did the same thing. He ran flop houses where he paid addicts to use and relapse, so they would go from sober house to treatment, making all this money. But some of these girls, he literally, like, this is going to be very graphic, you guys, but he like tied the girls up, put an IV in their arm with antibiotics, like opiates, drugs. The antibiotics, because they were tied up in the room for so many weeks, getting continually gang raped over and over again.
Bed sores and the ligatures tightening up and whatnot, creating
So they just had
infections.
antibiotic IV in the girl at all times, and then shooting her up with like probably blacking her out. Dude, God knows what they're doing. Fucking evil, sick.
That reminds me of human trafficking methods. Actually, they do overseas.
And think about this. These girls get sent down from their families. They're doing the best trying to get these girls help. And women obviously are much more vulnerable, especially in a place like South Florida. Like Florida.
Oh, absolutely. Anywhere, you know what I mean? Because they could easily just say, oh, they're making it up. These are the society's most vulnerable. This is so scary. This stuff is horrifying to me.
Right. And I lived right by West Palm Beach is right where Jeffrey Epstein lives, coincidentally. And that's actually right in the same area Ryan Leone was when he told the Mike Virgin story. Same area. There's so many scumbags in Florida. It's not even.
What's going on?
Oh, hey, Mars. You good, buddy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You gonna put her in place?
So, wow, I can't believe that can go on even in America with those type of
Oh,
things.
absolutely.
That is terrible.
You know, any teachers are like predators. It's like anywhere where there are vulnerable people, like they're going to be predators, and that's like we have to be really careful.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like fucking teachers and shit. They should, especially with a man and a young woman dynamic, should never be alone in a room together ever. There's no reason.
I know people who, there were like 3 predators from like this school in Ohio or something in like a 6-month period or something. And it was like the gym teacher and then the principal. They found CP on his computer. And this is like back in the mid 2000s, I think one of my friends told me about. But yeah, just crazy shit all the time, constantly.
Yeah, dude. South Florida is literally like people think like, oh, vacations, old people. South Florida is like a third world country, bro. Like it's like
I've heard that. Yeah,
it's almost like a lawless nation down there, dude. It's fucking crazy. Like especially from a white kid coming from the suburbs from Minnesota, going down to South Florida. That shit was a fucking culture shock, bro. For real. Like when I ended up. Because I ended up, like, I relapsed in the beginning and was using, but then I ended up staying sober for like a year and a half. But then I relapsed again, and I saw the underworld of South Florida. Like, I saw girls I went to treatment with that were on Dixie Highway prostituting themselves for $20 a blowjob or whatever the fuck it was. And these are like nice, innocent, beautiful, come from decent family type girls.
What the fuck happened? How does that happen? What is going on?
Because usually what happens is they meet a dude in treatment and they're both addicts, they're both impulsive, and they're like, all right, let's go out and get high together just one time. And then they get high and they just keep going and going, and then the money runs out, and then the girl, finds out prostitution is like a very big thing down in Florida. Like it's out in the open. So these girls find out, oh, I can do this. Then obviously maybe a pimp gets involved or some abusive dude gets involved. And basically then these girls are just forced to do this shit multiple times a day to support their habit, man. It's fucked up.
Would you say this was
you can't just go back to treatment, or do they not want to? Because like, I don't know. Like personally, I would 100%. I don't know. I just... It's weird, especially coming from good families. I don't know. It's crazy.
Well, I don't know if they came like the good families thing. I'm just saying from my perspective, they looked like they weren't like street people to begin with, but the transformation from them, from when I saw them in treatment, from when they were relapsing, like, dude. So okay, I'll tell you a story. So when I relapsed the second time after I had a year and a half sober, there's this girl that I was in a little town called Lake Worth right by West Palm Beach, and we were getting high together. But I had a consistent income stream. She didn't. And I was getting her high. We were hanging out, whatever. And all of a sudden, she asked me to drop her off at this Checkers off Dixie Highway and go prostitute herself. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, really? I was like, you don't need to do that. Like, because I was getting her high, and then I was like, at some point I was like, hey, I was like, I'm kind of running low, I can't. And then she immediately wanted me to like drop her off in the corner, and I was just like talking to her. I was like, are you sure? And then I was like, I'll give you a little bit more. And she's like, no, no, no. And like, I fucking let her go. You know, looking back on it, I wish maybe I could have done something different, but
What are you gonna do? I mean, she's gonna do that anyways. I maybe talk her into, yeah. I don't know. That's
you
really,
know, it was
tough.
sad, man. It was sad. And there's so many girls like that. Like, cause you got to realize, like, in a town like West Palm Beach, there's hundreds of treatments just in that one town, and there's hundreds of sober houses. So like, the amount of times this is happening, and then you see these people that look like street people, like they look like, oh damn, she's fucked up, she's like a streetwalker. Well, some of those girls at one point were just normal people that came down there for treatment, and a lot of them are. It's a bad cycle. And it's
I'm
all
sorry. I'm reading the chat. I'm sorry. I'm not laughing again.
Oh yeah, I saw that at Mars. Nobody likes your piece, y'all. Email me, Josh. Don't make me come on there and take my shirt off again.
Hell yeah. Next will be the pants.
Damn, man. Mars seemed like he was like he wasn't very talkative.
Maybe he was just vibing. You know.
No, he doesn't like me. He's pissed off.
Oh, he's mad at you?
Yeah. I guess I ruined the stream. I don't know. We're just talking about stuff and reality and struggles that are monumentally worse than his, but you know.
I think he's coming along.
Yeah. But yeah, man, like if anyone's watching this and you're thinking about sending your son or daughter, especially daughter, do not send them to South Florida. Whatever you do, I would never suggest anyone go there. Anyone.
Yeah, like Florida needs more hot chicks anyway. That burns me up, Florida. Ugh, taking all the hot women.
And it's so bad down there, bro. Like literally, like if you're white and you go to a gas station, like in like West Palm Beach, like you will get approached at gas stations and they say, do you party? And that means do you do crack and fentanyl. They sell these little $20 fentanyl cap. They're in vegetable capsules. And then they got that fire rock down there, you know, because it's Florida. Florida's got that good coke. But,
yeah, they're down there by Colombia, man. That's where it's all coming from, the cartels.
It's crazy,
you know?
It's crazy, bro. Just because, like, me coming from Minnesota, like, yeah, do people come up to you asking to sell you drugs on the street? Yeah, they do, but it's usually bogus if it's off the street. But the people that are selling drugs just coming up to you on the street, it's like everything's fire down there because it's so close to the border. And so it's fucking dangerous if you're an addict going there because like you're going to be offered shit all the fucking time. Like, so that's why I know I could never live in South Florida or Southern California, probably for a while at least, because it's too much temptation, man. Like,
yeah.
You know, because think about it, if you're having a bad day and someone comes up to you, hey, I have a solution to make your bad day not so bad anymore. Like, I don't know if I have the self-control to not accept it, you know?
Yeah, it's easy to fall right in, man. Shit, I don't blame you. So, yeah, I have no clues as to when Mike was going to be coming by. We may have to come back a little bit, you know? See if we can catch him.
Podcast clips said, I went to Aruba last week and the Fetty was everywhere. LOL.
Yeah, so there's no more heroin? Is it safe to say the heroin's all gone?
Oh, thank God the heroin's gone. That's really ruining people's lives.
Dude.
Yeah, it seems to me like the fentanyl's worse than heroin. And I'm like, bring the heroin back, shit.
Yeah, right.
The last time I did real heroin was about a year ago. And there was still real heroin in Minnesota a year ago. And I've heard there's still this like distribution, this little syndicate that still sells real heroin. But it's $150 a gram and there's no price breaks, but it's like real, like probably like 60-70% pure, really good, like tan rock heroin that you can still get, but it's very hard to find now. It's pretty much all fentanyl or a fentanyl heroin mix.
Interesting.
It's like, what if I don't want to do no fentanyl? You know
But
what I mean?
Minnesota,
Like, tough
Minnesota's
titty, motherfucker.
Minnesota's an interesting drug economy because obviously it's central, and most states it's either there's black tar or there's China white. In Minnesota, there's always been both because there's a Chicago connection. There's a pipeline that goes straight from Chicago, and that's where most of the number 4 comes from. Because the number 3 and number 4 is both made in Mexico. People think that China white comes from China. It doesn't come from China. There's poppy fields grown in Mexico. That's where the 95% of the heroin it comes from. But yeah, in Minnesota, there's more China white. There used to be, at least. But there used to be Mexican syndicate delivery services where you could get these multicolored balloons, kind of like Leone said. That was more back in the early 2010s. But yeah, it's just kind of weird because like I said, most states it was usually either one or the other. It's either black tar or powder or rock or whatever you want to call it. We only had China white here out on the East Coast. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro.
Is it even China white, or that's from what I've heard? It's all fentanyl. Is that true? Or is it truly coming from China? Because then is that even heroin at that point, or would that be fentanyl as well?
China white is just a slang term that derives from the 1970s when the Vietnam War was happening, and they were sending back potent number 4 heroin from Southeast Asia and the caskets of dead soldiers, and that's why they called it China white. Now that nickname has just stuck for like powdered or white rocked, either rocked heroin or powdered white number 4 heroin. It just, the name stuck, so everyone just calls it China, but it's not from China anymore. That it hasn't come from China.
Oh, okay.
Am I saying none of it ever comes from China? I'm sure like a load every so often comes from there, probably, but I'm saying like for the most part, the cartels, like just from numerous documentaries and research I've done, like I'm a drug nerd. I fucking research all this shit all the time. From everything I've researched, 95% of the heroin / fentanyl supply comes from Mexico. And people will say, oh, it comes from China. Well, yeah, that was the case like 3 or 4 years ago, but because of new Chinese laws, it's very hard to like do it or whatever. So what happens is they send the precursors to Mexico, and then the cartel just creates the fentanyl.
Yeah, they just pick up from there. Yeah, I mean, I've seen videos where they're out in an open desert field in Mexico cooking up the fentanyl. They'll have cows out there lined up around it to make like a wall or something about where the wind's blowing. It can kind of, I don't know. It's just crazy. Like it's got to be certain elements of places you're at to be able to make some of these drugs. Like obviously, there's going to be no cocaine farms in America. There's really no proper way to manufacture it without this or that. So,
and the crazy thing is too is there's 1,400 different fentanyl analogs.
Yes,
so like when the DEA says we seized X amount of fentanyl, many times it's not just pure fentanyl. It may be methylfentanyl. It may be diacetylfentanyl. It may be U4770. It might be isotonazine, mesotonazine, xylazine. Those are all fentanyl analogs. And the trank dope that's on the East Coast, well, that trank is xylazine, mesotonazine, isotonazine type drugs. And those actually technically are fentanyl analogs that were used for like veterinary tranquilizers. So that's where they're not actually like tranquilizers. Like a tranquilizer to me is like a barbiturate. So
Yeah.
Tranquilizer term is just a lack of better term kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's not really a tranquilizer. It's just another fentanyl analog that was used for animals. So.
Very, very interesting. I wonder what my favorite fit would have been. Because I never know. You never know. When them little things were pressed up, you never know which batch you got, right? The isotonazine or... I'm sorry, I don't mean to butcher it, but to me, I mean, I could tell there was certain grades of it, strength-wise, but...
Yes, like some shit, if you notice it has longer legs, that might have a longer half-life. Like fentanyl has a very short half-life. So if you're getting, most fentanyl analogs have a pretty short half-life, but there are certain ones that almost kind of mimic heroin. I think diacetylfentanyl might be one of them because, as you know, heroin, diacetylmorphine. So
is that the ones that are more prone to make you nod off? Because nodding off wasn't an always thing for me. I always blamed it on fatigue, drinking, a long day. But who knows?
Well, actually, so I didn't think that benzo dope had really hit the U.S. too hard. I thought, and if it did, I thought it was more of an East Coast thing. But I actually just got a text from my buddy yesterday saying that my ex dope dealer, who I used to get my coke and my fentanyl from, he said he took a drug test and it has benzos in it. So he tried going using someone else's shit and he couldn't get well because he's now addicted to benzos and opiates because of this benzo dope that is going around in Minnesota. So there's fucking benzo dope. And I should have figured because it started in Canada. Minnesota's right by Canada. So, you know, who knows? But that's fucking crazy. I never would have guessed. I didn't even think benzos were water soluble to begin with. But that's just crazy to me. That I don't know. I mean, that just seems like a hassle for the drug dealer. Like you got to get two different substances and mix them together. Like, I don't know. That just seems kind of weird, but
sounds kind of dangerous, actually.
Yeah.
Because what if the person that's ingesting this doesn't have that well of a system? Like maybe they've got illnesses or ailments, and it just one part of that chemical might attack their body harder and give them a stroke or a seizure or something. And you know.
Yeah, bro. Because like, I mean, opiate withdrawal, you can't. It's very rare to die from opiate withdrawal, but benzo withdrawal, as probably all you know, is very deadly. Seizures, aneurysms, etc., etc. So like, I can't even imagine, you know, going through opiate and benzo withdrawal at the same time.
Identify that.
That's fucking crazy. That's just.
Oh, my fucking foot smells funny. Oh, okay. Damn it.
OG Shadow.
Fucking ridiculous. Hold on, I did something bad.
Well, this has been one hell of a history lesson, Luke. This was pretty nice.
Yeah, I didn't see it going this direction, but you know.
Yeah,
guys, my if anyone follows my channel, I am in YouTube jail for the next 2 weeks. So if I'm not uploading videos, that's why. But I'll probably be coming on Cree's show or I got another second little YouTube account, but I don't even think I'm gonna fuck with that because I can get in trouble for that too. So I'm probably gonna just take a chill pill on the YouTube streets for a little bit, but I'll be up in the so.
Yeah, just come back and visit anytime, Luke, while you're on your band or whatever, or anything after.
Yup.
Okay.
All right, man. Well, shit, that seems like it's about it, huh?
All right, yeah, man. If we can get Mike around here, try to come back, man. Just keep your ears out.
That's a funny ass comment that MS made. Like, what's your birth fent? What's your sign? Are you a Fentitarius? No, I'm more of I'm a Carfentanolius. I'm more of a Carfentanolius. Yeah, Carfentanol. That's my jam. Ryan said every time I overdosed was benzos and dope. Dude, bro, I'd say 80% of my overdoses were because of benzos and dope. I got overdoses in the double digits, man. And it was usually because like I would take a lot of Klonopin, and it has a long half-life. So I'd be like, I took a bunch of Klonopin the day before, coming off meth, and then the next day I thought, oh, I didn't take any benzos today, so I should be good to do a shot. But that Klon is still in my system, so then, yeah.
Does it kind of ruin the high? You're like, damn it, another one happened to me.
Yeah, then someone Narcans you, and you're like, you fucking asshole. And they, especially my dad, God bless his soul, man. He freaking, he would freaking Narcan me, take my dope and flush it down the toilet. And I'd wake up out of my overdose, in severe withdrawal, no dope, and I'd be so fucking mad. Like, which is so fucked up because it's like, dude, this guy just saved my dad just saved my life. But, you know, when you're when you're addicted to opiates, all you care about is maintaining your wellness. That's it. You know, that's really all you care
That's
about.
what it kind of boils down to, man. It takes hold and you no longer have control.
Yep. But anyways, man, I got to get out of here, bro. The girl's about to get home, so.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Well, if we can get Mike and everybody back, you want to come back by and hash it out and
Yeah, hit me up.
tell Mike what you fucking think about him?
Sure, why not?
All right, G. Thanks for coming up, brother. Yeah, guys, like I said, we were going to do something big. This wasn't it. Maybe there's something bigger here in the next little bit of time frame. Thanks everybody stopping by. Thanks to Mars. Thanks to LukeG, Birdman MGray, all the guys in the chat. Y'all some bad motherfuckers. All right, guys, we'll be back here shortly. I love you all. Peace.